Let's look here. I left a little meat on here, but it's pretty easy to peel off. What I do is I save that meat. It's good for salmon patties. It's good for, what have we made out of it? Hey, blackened salmon chowder. There we go. But there are quite a few things you can make out of it. One restaurant I worked in, we used to take all of our scraps and make fritters. So we could make salmon and dill fritters with lemon butter sauce. And it's so good. So I got a couple ounces of meat that I saved out of there. That's one half done. Let me move this out of the way so you can see me get the other half. And then I go ahead and I flip that over. Notice how I'm flipping it. Again, I'm going to twist the tail. Thank you very much. I'm going to twist the tail and I'm going to pull this flap and flip it over so I don't damage that flesh. Most important thing, try not to damage that flesh. And get gucky stuff like that out of the way. All right, again, I'm going to go back on top of the spine. I'm going to follow the rib cage. The bottom of the knife here is going to go right along the rib cage and cut it off of the spine, and then top of the knife is going to take the fillet off of the spine. I hope you can hear that clicking sound. That's all the pin bones. Make sure I stay on the cutting board. Oops, there we go. All right, another method is to use a spoon to take out that excess meat. It's a little easier. What I do is I just save that meat. I wrap it, put it in the freezer. When I get a nice big pile of it, then I pull it out, use it for a special. Just thought of another one. You can season it and smoke it and put it on salad. That's really good too. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, this is what I call trim. I want all of this, I want this fillet pristine. So I want to get rid of all this belly, skin, the rib bones, any of this fins. Always around the fins are lots of bones, so I want to make sure those are out. So I start by trimming off that. What I do is I put my hand underneath, lift up the part that I'm trying to trim, and bring it closer to my knife. That gives me a better, more controlled cut. Then when I get that separated, I don't know if you can see that, I've got that peeled all the way down the side there. That's fin bones, that's fat that separates right at the top of the fish where the two fillets meet. There's a vein of fat, and that's what I'm cutting off right here. So I make a handle on this end, get a good hold on it, and then just cut it right off. And that's all scrap. These are great bones for salmon stock. Salmon being an oily fish, I don't like to mix it with other bones for fish stock. I'd never make a fish stock and add halibut bones, or salmon bones to like halibut bones. I want to keep them separate because salmon is so oily. Just putting it in the stock makes it salmon stock no matter what other bones you have in there. So just like I did on the other side, I'm just going to peel this back. I'm taking about 4 ribs at a time, because that's what I can control with this knife. I get all that peeled back. And then just like the other side, I can cut myself a handle. And then peel off that trim. What I've done is left the belly meat attached. It's a lot easier to get the trim off of the belly meat when it's all together as one fillet than it is to trim that off and then try and extract it later. I know a lot of chefs will trim that off, but I like to leave it on at this point. Then when I get it completely skinned and trimmed, then I'll take that belly meat off, and that also goes in my pile for little specials and things like that.